Don't fall apart. Speak from your heart. And always bring it with you back to the start. Those lyrics mean nothing. They're just fluff lyrics that they put in a Sonic song just to fill space, basically. We're moving on to the modern Sonic levels. This is the Sonic 06 stage, Crisis City, and it's not my least favorite level in the game. It's a cool level, but you really have to become accustomed to it because you can tell it's from Sonic 06. I'll just leave that. Sonic 06 is a game where it's really hard to tell where stuff is and what you can do and what the game expects of you. And this level kind of carries the spirit of that. Like, first of all, look, there's a checkpoint literally 9 seconds into the level. Like, they just thought a checkpoint would look good there, so they put it there. Like, remember how Sky Sanctuary, the Sky Sanctuary level, like, okay, this is our Sonic 3 level. Like, see, Sonic 3 had the flying platforms that you jumped on, and there was like a crystal. So we should probably have one of those in the level. Well, with Sonic 06, it was more like, well, you know, Sonic 06 had lots of crazy BS all over the place, just infinitely. So we need to do that in the level, just have like a crazy BS level. So Crisis City kind of has a lot of the same types of BS that Sonic 06 had. For example, it's the only level that I can remember glitching on me in any real capacity until I experienced that strange Amy glitch a few videos ago. But it's manageable BS. Like, the first time through the level, you're just going to fall in lava a lot and lose your rings a lot because it's terrible. And a lot of the jump angles are stupid. Like, this jump up here to this, like, this middle pillar over here that I'm facing. There are crumbling platforms around it that you can use to jump up there. But the jump angles are retarded, and it's just not fun. You're like, oh, okay, it's because it's the Sonic 06 level. It's like, it's kind of avant-garde in a way. I don't know. It's like, you deliberately make a level crappy because the game it's supposed to represent was crappy. I think that's what they were going for. But once you learn the level, once you've played it, you kind of learn how it all fits together. It's actually not as bad as all that. So I am quite accustomed to the level, and now that I know it pretty well, it's not the worst thing in the game anymore. And I think I want to wait for this platform. Yes, because those guys suck. Let's go around them. I don't know, like I said, I've never played Sonic 06. I never intend to, because all the videos I watch are just terrible. Like, I've watched the video, I was specifically interested in the video of this level, because I was introduced to it through Sonic Generations, and so I was specifically very interested in what this level was really like originally, and it's just awful. It's so awful. Like, it's hard for me to even describe the crazy stuff in the... Come on, really? Like that. You see that? I just barely slipped off the edge of the platform and took damage. Why? I don't know. Just want it to go up so I can boost all the way across this area like that. So I don't have to worry about it. There we go. That's good stuff. Yeah, like clipping off a little platform like that, that kind of stuff would not have happened in pretty much any other level in Sonic Generations. That is, like, exclusively a Crisis City thing. So it's like, part of me wants to believe, like, they put that in there deliberately because it is the Sonic 06 level, and Sonic 06 had bad stages, so... I don't know, maybe I'm crazy, and maybe it's just... Like, the level in Sonic 06 were so terrible, and so awful, and unplayably bad, that there really was no way to fix them up. Like, there was no way to doctor them so they were better. Does that make sense? Like, they did the best they could with it, but the end result was a fun stage, but it's just so... I think the reason it's so visually busy. There's stuff exploding and blowing around everywhere, and it looks great. It looks really cool. But to actually... And it's a bigger problem in the classic stage that you'll see. But trying to figure out, okay, what is scenery, what's in the background, what's in the foreground, what can I interact with, what does what. That's the big problem with this level. And you just have to play it a few times. So the first time I played through Crisis City, both of the acts in this game, I didn't like it. But then as I went back and looked for the red rings and got the S ranks and whatnot, I kind of warmed up to it over time. So I think it is my least favorite classic level. Maybe Planet Wisp. Maybe Planet Wisp. That's a few videos down the road. We don't need to worry about Planet Wisp yet. But yeah, it's just, it feels like it's indicative of what Sonic 06 was they tried to make a really fresh, modern Sonic game and just missed the mark a little bit. Just, like, enough to make everybody hate them forever. Does that make sense? So, I kind of feel bad for the guy who was like, hey, you know what? We've got to have a Sonic 06 level in Generations. And he's like, man, which level do I pick? The awful one, or the awful one, or the bad one, or the terrible one? And they went with this one. And I kind of wish they didn't, now that I know what the other levels are in Sonic 06. Like, I feel like there are other stages that would have not necessarily better represented the game, because there's no good way to represent Sonic 06. There just isn't. The game is just that freaking terrible. I want to stay on the high road up here, which means jumping off this guy, and then, oh, I missed the guy. Oh well. But there are other levels that I thought were cooler, just design-wise. And Sonic Generations is kind of heavy on the city levels anyway. You've got, like, right in a row, you've got Speed Highway and City Escape, and Seaside Hill is kind of a city. Kind of, sorta. But then Crisis City, and then the next level after this is a city level. Like the jungle level from Sonic 06. Generations didn't have a jungle level. That would have been a neat addition. Maybe the ice world. There's not an ice level in Sonic Generations. But then on the other hand, like, those levels might just be so bad. Actually, I think I didn't concentrate to make this jump up here. Is this the jump I'm thinking of? No, it's past this part. Maybe those levels were just so bad and so traumatic that, I don't know. Crisis City was just... Yeah, this is the jump here. I need to make it to that little... Like, you see what I mean? That rock over there is a platform I can land on, but it kind of doesn't look like it. So I'm going to land on it, and I missed it, and so I'm on the low road again. Ha ha. Brickroad's terrible. But judging that jump is difficult, because... It's like, yeah, it looks fine. It looks like a little, you know, broken piece of concrete. It makes sense that it's a platform, but the shape of it and the distance and the way it pans around, it's like, how do you gauge a jump up there? Even when I was doing the level for my S-rank runs, it's like, I could only make that jump maybe 1 in 3 tries. It doesn't look like it should be that difficult, but just the perspective issues of the level and whatnot, it just is. And then you get to this part of the level where everything's just floating around. Again, looks freaking fantastic. It looks really, really cool. But playing it is like very, very... There's a lot of anxiety involved in playing this level, basically. Oh, look, there's the end, though. So we're almost to the end. So we can just get rid of this level. Oh, no, the end breaks off and floats away. That's funny. That's a good gag. The level trolling you like that. My first time to the level, I didn't even realize, like, these trucks were walkable, and then that big tornado that I just jumped past, that's actually will damage you, but only if you hit it in a certain part of its animation. Like, it looks like it's just a foreground object, but it's not. It's actually, this whole level. You get it. I don't need to harp on it anymore. We're almost done with it anyway. 2 more cannons, I think. 2 more cannons and we're done. So, probably my least favorite classic level. Yeah, I'll put my money down and say it's my least favorite classic level. Maybe Planet Wisp. You know what? After I replay Planet Wisp, I'll know for sure. But, oops, I want to come down here. Like, I'm being pushed to the left here, but Sonic is such a slippy character, and his momentum is so strange that it's kind of hard to tell he's being pushed to the left until it's too late. And we're done. Oh, Crisis City's behind me. I can exhale now. I don't know. Sonic 06 has so much emphasis on killing big monsters and killing lots of monsters to open paths and those crazy Mach speed sections. that how do we turn that into a good platforming level? And it's like they kind of did make a good platforming level, but you have to learn it before you can appreciate it. That's not really praise, because I think a game should be fun. Your first time, it should be fun learning the game. What's up, Blaze the cat? You don't look like a cat at all. No cat that I've ever seen, leastwise. This is the next level. The next level is badass! But you'll have to wait until tomorrow. Or next week if I don't upload anything tomorrow, if I decide to take a break. I might. I'm going to take a nap right now, though. That's what I'm going to do.